to. So let's dive into it. PulseChain. So this is a chart. Yeah, it looks like Money Game Crypto created that a while back. Just to give you an idea, PulseChain is the L1 copy of Ethereum. It is the one that was forked from ETH 2.0. And you're always going to need it for gas, right? Like people talk about that. You're always going to need ETH. Some people say, oh, stock up on ETH because, you'll always need it for transactions if you're using Ethereum. 10 years from now, what's the ETH price going to be? If you can get it for, thousands of dollars now when it's tens of thousands of dollars, or $100 now when it's thousands of dollars, everything, because it's always something you're going to need to use the network. It's what contracts use. It's what everything uses to communicate or to send transactions and pay for things in the network and do, call functions and otherwise. So that's ETH. So PLS, same thing. Again, it's the fork. PLS is the fork. It's probably always going to be a main pair of a lot of liquidity pools, just like ETH is too. Hex used to be heavily tied to ETH, USDC, on Ethereum and stuff too. And a lot of stuff launches on PulseChain. A lot of its main pairs are PLS pairs, right? It's the common pair. A lot of people have it. It's one of the easiest ones to get. You need it for everything. Usually always, people always have some of it. So it has the most automatic marketing and the most likely number of people that are going to see it when they come in, right? Like when if you're going to get Hex, you need ETH or USDC or something first, right? But you're going to get PulseChain. If you're operating natively on PulseChain and you're using fiat on-ramps that support PulseChain and swaps and stuff like that, you're going to see PulseChain first. So it's going to have that like automatic marketing feature too. So just to look at the X's real quick here too. This is kind of a just I don't know if I can say that without it's just X porn. I guess you could just say like construction porn, right? This is kind of like X porn. This is supposed to be more of a meme or sort of just a thing to get you excited. It's not something to like take literally. Again, maybe not take it literally, maybe take it seriously, but maybe not take it literally. One of those things. So ETH, 15,000x, Solana, 1,000x, Cardano, 1,200x, AVAX, DOT, BNB, all that stuff. So that's what other L1s and stuff have done before. Will they do? Will PulseChain follow? I don't know. I certainly hope so. I hope there's a new chart which has all these and PulseChain just completely blows it out of the water. That's what I hope happens. So these are just to give you perspective again, what projects have done before. I know there's all these different variables, how much money was raised, and what kind of season was it? What people were really excited about L1s last time, or will they still be excited about it now? Or is AI the new thing? And somebody talks about the what's it called? Round 2 coin? Not round 2. Cycle 2, cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3 coins, all that stuff. But Ethereum, it's what, cycle 3 or so? That's you could call that an exception too. So some of these price comparisons, again, PulseChain is the fork of Ethereum. Will it do what Ethereum did? Who knows? But I think starting with the community, starting with a lot of the Hex community, starting with a lot of the builders that came on to build these products, everyone seems very, very aligned to make PulseChain successful. If nothing else, you take away from what's going on with PulseChain or drama or price go down or whatever, all these things are going on, whatever is not released yet and all this stuff. Everyone seems aligned to make sure PulseChain is successful. That's the cool thing. Always zoom out on that. Like look around. If you're like, okay, is this thing going to last? Does it have hundreds of builders? Does it have hundreds of millions of dollars to TVL? Are people still excited about it? When does it trend? How big is the community? Are they still, is it crypto Twitter dead, for this particular segment and stuff? So is the founder still tweeting? He's been tweeting a lot more lately. So I think that's an underrated thing. Just having so many people aligned, building the products that people need, and again, getting out there. PulseChain Tour, shout out to them. Shout out to RG3, Black Hexkin, SJ, everyone participating in that. Like getting out there, going around the world, or at least around the country, and doing seminars and conferences, and like showing people like, hey, this community is out there. Like this thing is not going away. So that's highly underrated as well. So there's another. Let's see. Take a drink. Do a little peppermint tea. Very good for the throat as well. So there's another comparison Coffee posted recently about PulseX, just tangentially related to just comparing X's and stuff like that. Again, PulseChain comparing the L1s, PulseX comparing the other DEXs. Lots of hundreds of gains, some thousands of gains out there as well. So even the number of days it took, we're 6 months in, working on 6 months in. We got plenty of time. Plenty of time on PulseChain. So it's I'm trying to think what other bullish stuff to talk about on PulseChain. Like, why is it? It's kind of, some of the stuff seems so obvious to me, and it just seems like, the copies too. Yeah. So the copies, people like the copies thing failed, or all the tickers getting copied over, and all, we had all the farms and stuff like that. I mean, that was a test. That was just Richard testing out. He even said that was a test to see, at least in these market conditions, how can we attract people? How is this good for marketing? Can they hold their value? Can they be worth more than what they're on Ethereum? Think we're never going to get another WBTC or Pepe farm again? Like, you think it's never going to be incentivized, or whether it's DAO voted or not? I would not be surprised to see more farms, especially when the bull run comes, when way more people are here and interested. Yeah, you got to put that in perspective too. I don't have exact numbers off my head, but I'm going to speculate there are a fraction of the people who, were here in 2020, 2021, let's say 2021, that are here, right now in the late 2023, or even especially early 2023, when things are really, really down. So more people, potentially more money coming in, they can buy the assets. Hopefully we show them the assets that play fair and healthy games. And again, those things, the farms, the incentivization, the copies, people still love PDI, and the conspiracies around that and all that stuff too. So you never know. There's just a lot of different ways that money can come in and flow in different areas. And that's what I like about a lot of the products we have is the money can come in, it can multiply, it can be locked up, it can be in these positive feedback loops for the blue chips and otherwise. And it can, again, give you other things to do rather than trading or stuff. You can still trade, you can still do all these other tools and TA and try to time the stuff too. But at least it gives you an option. A lot of the new people who aren't experienced, they come in. I don't know. It seems like not a good way to come into crypto is come in and just start trading all the time. Maybe you kind of need to just get it out of your, maybe some people need to get it out of their system. Okay. I would spending all the time doing this, and then, maybe marginal results for most people, or negative results, even, or, learn about all these cool products where you can just go lock it up and earn yield and not to worry about it. Go actually live your life. Actually, time. We say time is the most underrated thing, but a lot of people spend it in ways that are just there's literally either they have no edge or no guarantee there's actually going to be ROI, but there might be. But then you look back and you're like, was there? So having the games where you don't have to do that, having the healthy games, everything's a game, but I like to play the healthier games.